Hello, hello. I am Coach Cori Sartori. I empower high achieving female entrepreneurs to shift their mindset to grow their self-belief, confidence, and business so they can make more money and have a more fulfilling life. I am stoked to talk to you today about how your mindset helps or hurts your business. And not just business, but in every part of your life, your mindset can affect your world positively or negatively, depending on how you think. Everything starts in your mind. Whether you believe it or not, everything starts in your mind. The life that you have created up until this point all started in your mind. Whether you're living a negative life or a positive life, it all started in your mind before it came to fruition. And so I really, I'm a mindset coach. That's what I love helping women work on, is their mindset. Because for me, for so many years, I had a negative mindset, and I didn't realize that I had a negative life because of my mindset. I thought negatively about myself. I thought negatively about other people, and I just was constantly attracting negative situations into my life. And I wasn't aware that it was because it started in my mind, and that's what I was attracting. And once I started to work on myself and shift my mindset back in 2013, I transformed my life. Once I started thinking positively, once I started to be more kind, once I started to think positively about myself and others, my whole world opened up. I started surrounding myself with positive people, which had such a big impact on my mindset. And because I chose to start working on myself, I was able to change my mindset. And I don't think for a long time that I was even aware of how much my mindset affected me. I don't think I was even aware when I started to find more joy and find more happiness that a lot of it was because I started to shift my mindset. I started to think more positively. I started saying positive affirmations. I started focusing on gratitude. And all of those things, all of those actions helped me to cultivate a mindset that now is so powerful. I mean, I even look back, when I started my business in 2016, I had already been working on myself for 3 years. But when it came to starting a business, I didn't realize how much my mindset would affect my business, because I had built confidence and I liked myself. But I didn't realize that the mindset, or even like the stories that I would tell myself, or the thoughts I would think about being a business owner or whatever, how it would affect my business. And I think a lot of us do that. We start a business and we're so excited to help clients and customers and whatever we do, right? As a coach, I love helping women transform their lives. I love helping them have better relationships and have more confidence and really step into their power. And I didn't realize that my mindset would stop me in moving forward, right? I love helping people, but my mindset was such a big component in my business slowing down. So I started my business and I was all in. I had the confidence. I didn't know I needed more self-belief. I didn't know I needed to really take failure as an opportunity to grow. And so when I started my business and I was like 9 months in, that fear of failure came up, that self-doubt, those stories of you're never going to make it, you're never going to be successful. Those things came into my mind, and I ran back to a full-time job working for somebody else, making them millions and millions of dollars, and really just slowing down my progress. And I, of course, kept running my business part-time, but I look back on how much I slowed myself down in my business and my bank account because I let that fear of failure, that self-doubt, that negative self-talk stop me from moving forward. And once I really cultivated more of a growth mindset, more self-belief, and was able to release that fear of failure and that self-doubt, like my business started moving quickly. And so your mindset really can set you up for success, or it can set you up to fail. And I don't believe that I ever failed in my business, but I definitely slowed myself down because that fear of failure took over, and that self-doubt and that negative self-talk, or even like comparison. Like comparison kills joy. Comparison is the thief of joy. And I would compare myself to other coaches and what they were doing, and I didn't feel like I was where I was supposed to be. So I was like, well, if I just go work full-time for somebody else, I can always count on that money to hit my bank account. And I really want to talk about the mindset helping or hurting your business, because I don't think you don't know what you don't know. And until you start really cultivating a growth mindset, a positive mindset, you will not be as successful as you can be in life and business until you really shift your mindset to one of growth. A negative mindset will stop you. That negative self-talk will stop you. And I want for my clients and for everyone in this group to really be able to find success in their life, in their relationships, in their business. But it all has to start in your mind. It starts with your mindset first. I am a coach for a coach. So I work for a coach who's a millionaire coach, and she coaches coaches and helps them create programs and helps them to leave their full-time jobs so they can coach full-time. And when I'm talking to these women, every single one of them shares with me that they have imposter syndrome, which is a mindset thing. They share with me that fear of failure. They share the fear of judgment. They worry about what other people are thinking about them or going to say about them. And so all of these things that are happening in your mind, all these things that are happening in these women's mind, it's stopping them from doing these things that will help launch them forward, that will help them be at home with their kids more, that will help them grow their bank account. And so it happens to all of us. And so if you want to grow in your life, in your relationships, and in your business, you have to get your mindset right. So a couple of things I want to quickly share. So this is how your mindset hurts your business. So if you have a negative mindset or a fear-based mindset, it stops you from getting into action. A lot of times when I'm talking to these coaches, they won't even do a Facebook Live because they're afraid of what other people are going to think of them. And I always tell them, like, people are going to judge you if you're doing absolutely nothing, and people are going to judge you if you're doing the most. You don't have control of what other people think about you. And so getting your mindset right where, other people's opinion of you doesn't matter, you have to cultivate that, because people are going to have their opinions of you, their judgments of you, no matter what you do or who you are. Also, like, letting go of that comparison, because everyone's on a different journey and you don't know people's struggles, right? A lot of times we don't know how long somebody struggled, and then you see them being successful and you just start comparing yourself, and it's like, well, you don't know their struggle. You don't know how much, they had to go through to get where they are today, but we just start to compare ourselves, and that just stops us and holds us back. A lot of times, working with coaches is women that have like a poverty mindset or don't have their money mindset right. They don't charge enough for their services they're providing, and so they usually end up breaking even rather than making more money, or they end up scraping by. And so part of the work that I do with women is also working on your money mindset, knowing your value. Like, you have to understand that what you offer to your clients or customers is so valuable, and so you really have to work on your money mindset. And then the imposter mindset. Like, I think almost 99% of the women I've talked to, they have that imposter syndrome at some point of their growth journey through their business. And just know that it's normal. What you need to do is to get into action around your mindset and start working on cultivating a growth mindset, a positive mindset. And I'll tell you right now, nobody will ever say like, oh, I have a negative mindset. I think, you just don't know what you don't know. Plus, nobody wants to say that they're negative. Nobody wants to say that they aren't forward thinking. I mean, I do have a lot of people that will tell me I'm a realist. Like, oh, I'm a realist. I know that I can never have this or this or this. And that mindset stops you. I will tell you, if you are the person that says, oh, I'm a realist, like, you are stopping yourself from growing personally, in your business, in your relationships. You have to live in possibility. And that is one thing that was so powerful for me when I started my self-development journey, is I had to shift my mindset to one of possibility. Realizing that I can actually have anything I want in this life if I'm willing to put in the time and the energy and the work to get there. And so cultivating a possibility mindset is so powerful when it comes to growing your business, because a lot of women that I've talked to, a lot of them are in network marketing. and they were like, okay, well, I just want to make enough money to get a new car and make that car payment, or I just want to make enough money to get to this. And it's because they're living in that I'm a realist mindset, instead of living in possibility and saying, okay, well, I want to grow my business to be able to provide for my family, to pay all of my bills, to let my husband quit working. Like, you have to really cultivate a possibility mindset if you want to do big things within your business. Like, and you don't have to have it if you just want to, scrape by and do the bare minimum. But if you want to explode in your business, if you want to have big growth, you really need to cultivate a possibility mindset, a growth mindset. A growth mindset is really something that I've found to be so valuable, because it means that you know that you can learn things and do hard things. When people have a fixed mindset, that means that they think, well, the only things I can do, or all the knowledge I'm going to have is just really what I have now. They don't understand that, like, you can grow so much and learn so much in your life and expand and grow and do amazing things if you're willing to put in the time and energy to cultivate a growth mindset. So if you are someone with a fixed mindset, I challenge you to start letting that go and start really living a possibility and understanding that you can create anything you want in this life if you're willing to put in the time and energy and work, and probably the investment in yourself to get there. So that is really how your mindset affects your business. Like, your mindset, if you have a growth mindset, you're going to keep going, because there's going to be times in your business and in life and in relationships when there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be challenges. And if you have a growth mindset, you're going to keep moving forward when those come up. It's not going to stop you. It's not going to defeat you. And if you have a fixed mindset, you'll let those obstacles, those challenges stop you where you stand, and you won't move forward. And so cultivating a growth mindset, especially as a female entrepreneur, is so, so important, because it will be challenging. There might be a month where you don't make any money. There might be a month where you don't sign a client, but you have to be committed to the vision you've created for your business and your life, so you can keep moving forward when you go through hard times, because it will happen. And also, something that's so powerful is when you go through those hard times in your business, this is just an opportunity to learn and to grow. I mean, I feel like I've been a business owner for 6 years. I've had lots of challenges. I've had ups and downs, and I've had things that have, like, really kind of stopped me. When I went through breast cancer, I was like, okay, I need to just heal and take care of myself. But I kept having that growth mindset. Even though I wasn't really working a lot and working with a lot of clients, I was still thinking about my business and what I can do to continue to grow. And I think because I also cultivated a growth mindset, that helped me get through breast cancer. Like, I knew that this was not meant to defeat me. It was meant to launch me forward. And so really cultivating that growth mindset will help you keep going even when things are hard. If you have a fixed mindset, you will stop yourself. You will stop yourself from moving forward. Or if you have a negative mindset, you will stop yourself from moving forward. And so your mindset is so valuable. So much of the work I do with my clients is mindset focused, letting go of stories that do not serve them, letting go of limiting beliefs that they have around themselves, their relationships, their business. So much of what I do with my clients is mindset, because that is how they grow in their personal life, their health, and their business. So here's a couple things that I want to share with you today that will help you to start building a more positive mindset, or even a growth mindset. So I'm going to share with you 3 things today that you can do to help you cultivate a more positive mindset. So the first thing is, look at your failures as opportunities to learn and grow. Because I guarantee you, as a business owner, you will fail. But guess what? You need to fail to be successful. And I think that we don't understand that so often. As, like, you're not told this in school. It's not like somebody's like, okay, you have to fail to be successful. But as an entrepreneur, you have to have those failures, because every time you fail, it's an opportunity to learn and grow and shift and change your trajectory. And I know for me, if I didn't fail along the way, I would not be where I am today. You have to fail to grow. And I know, any story you've ever heard of successful people, you think about Michael Jordan, Thomas Edison, these people that you've heard a lot about, their story is full of failures, failures, so many failures until they get to success. And so I challenge you, anytime you fail in your business or you feel defeated, take a moment to journal. What can you learn from this? What can you take away from this experience? So again, you don't make the same mistake the next time around, but so you can even do better the next time around. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, when you have a negative thought, stop it immediately and start speaking positive affirmations. This is something that is so powerful for me. So you've heard me say a couple times in this live, the stories we tell ourselves, right? So we all have this internal dialogue. We're always constantly telling ourselves stories. And a lot of those times, those stories are negative. They're not positive, and they're holding us back. And so when you hear those negative stories, you hear that negative self-talk, you hear that self-doubt come up, I will literally say out loud, stop, like stop. And then I will start saying positive affirmations to turn it around. Because again, whatever you put out into the universe is what you're attracting. And so if you're speaking negatively to yourself, or if you're having negative thoughts, you are attracting that. And so you need to build awareness around those negative thoughts so you can stop it in the moment and then start speaking positive affirmations. And so build awareness around your thoughts and the stories you tell yourself. So if it's negative, if it's not adding value to your life or your business, you can stop it in the moment and then start speaking positive affirmations. I am powerful. I am brave. I am confident. I am a successful entrepreneur. I am a successful business owner. Okay. And then the third thing is stop comparing yourself. You have to stop comparing yourself, because there's always going to be people doing more than you, more successful than you, and you can't control that. All you can control is you and the actions that you are putting in daily to help you get towards your goals. And if you are comparing yourself to somebody on social media, stop following them. I don't care if they're the most positive person in the world. If they are making you question who you are or your value or whatever, stop following them. It does not add value to your life to constantly compare. Comparison kills joy. It kills creativity. It is not valuable. And so stop comparing yourself to others. I mean, I think, as a mom and with social media being so profound, like I want to make sure that my child understands this so much so he's not later on in life scrolling through social media, comparing himself to other people. You have to stop comparing yourself if you want to be successful, because it will just kill your creativity. It will kill your joy. It will make you feel gross, and I don't want that for you. So again, those 3 things that I want you to start trying on today to help you start cultivating a more positive mindset, a growth mindset, are: look at your failures as opportunities to learn and grow. The second one is, when you have a negative thought, stop it immediately and start speaking a positive affirmation. And then the third thing is, stop comparing yourself. You are amazing. You are whole. You are complete just as you are. So I hope you found value in this. I promise you, if you work on your mindset, it will transform your life and your business. I have 4 spots open for my one-on-one coaching program. So if you are ready to transform your life and business, I would love to help you. Send me a DM right now with the word program to find out how my coaching program can support you in growing your mindset and transforming your life and business, and so much more. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you, and I look forward to connecting soon.